Hello everybody and welcome back to another rant. So today I got an email from my apartment complex about renewing my lease, and this really pissed me off because I would be renewing for a whole nother year. Basically, they're trying to pressure me and everybody else into signing contracts that would last through like late July or early August of 2026. In case you weren't aware, it is currently October of 2024. For context, before I came to college, my family never had to deal with renting because my parents already had roots in the area and they had a paid-off house by the time I came into existence. So when I got to college, dealing with renting was entirely new. If this is a normal leasing procedure, please let me know because I don't go out and talk to people about this stuff, but it won't make me any less frustrated about this matter regardless. So like I said, my apartment is pressuring me to sign on to another year on top of the year I'm already committed to. Except I've only lived here for 2 months. But that's not all. So I moved into this apartment on August 14th, and I even paid extra to move in early. I think the regular move-in was like the 18th or something like that. I just wanted to miss the crowds. Less than a month later, on September 11th, the complex sends out its first renewal email. Keep in mind, to live here, we have to sign 1-year leases. And we are only 1 month into that 12-month lease. And they're already saying, hey, you should re-sign with us for another year. The process is you move in August, and then you move out like late July, early August of the next year. A month had gone by, and they were pressuring us into signing for another year. I moved in on the 14th, and a month later, they were putting pressure on me to sign for another year. How on earth should I be able to make that call? I've lived here a month in 2024, and you want to commit me to paying what's basically 2 years? They want me to commit to 2 years right off the bat. Oh, and the next day, September 12th, they also sent out another renewal email pressuring us again. Then, on September 26th, they sent out another email stating that I need to commit to signing by October 1st in order to guarantee me a spot if I wanted to stay with them for the next term. Oh, also, by the way, if I signed after October 1st, they were going to raise my rent. One of the big things they like to say is, sign now so we can lock in your rate. Let's lock you in. Let's lock in that rate. Let's lock in that unit. They also emailed again on October 4th to tell me that tiers are filling up and emailed me again on the 21st, which is the day of filming, to tell me that they're running out of space. It is so ridiculously manipulative to do this, and I think it's so wrong because this is student living we're talking about here. Most of the people here have no real-world experience and little to no experience with renting. Like, how on earth are we supposed to make this call? It is pure manipulation at its finest. So a little bit about me. I'm a sophomore, and my freshman year at my different apartment, I was at a different apartment my freshman year, I fell for this, and I signed for another lease term because I thought it was the smart thing to do. And like this current place, my old place also threatened to raise the rent and all that jazz to an 18-year-old with no life experience. I thought that was the safe option, so I did it. Little did I know, I was going to be moving. So I had an entire year's worth of rent to tackle at the other place, even though I'm moving out. I had to scrape around everywhere to get someone to take over my lease. It did finally happen, thank goodness, because I would have been broke, because I would have been paying for 2 leases. But with all the dumb, catches and stuff from that other complex and all that, I might as well have paid an extra month's rent and then some, just because of all the stupid fees they charged me to transfer the lease to another person. But back to the current topic at hand, I just think it's absolutely criminal for a student complex like this to be able to say, I know you've lived here for not even 2 months, but you better commit to 2 years or you probably won't get a spot because stuff is selling out so fast here. Also, if you choose to re-sign after the date, we're going to raise your rent if you manage to get a place. It's so insanely manipulative to do this. And I don't even know how they can do that when I haven't even lived here for 2 months and I haven't even lived here for 2 months out of my 1-year contract and you're already selling my unit? I get that it probably won't happen for this early on for, what is that, July, August of 2025? I get that probably little to nobody's going to be signing for that far ahead, but it's still the principal fact that They are. They're trying to. As a college student, I can speak for myself and probably a lot of other college students who live in complexes like this, that we don't have roots. We don't know for certain what we're doing with our lives. It's crazy that a student living complex can pressure people into locking down. They're locking down what's probably an already broke college student like that. Like for 2 years. I'm not re-signing because I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and I know that my space will probably be available regardless, and if it's not, I'll just find another place. And they're probably just lying about how fast this stuff is selling out anyways, because that's what happened at the last place. But yeah, that's my rant. I just think it is so slimy and so scummy for these apartments, for student living to do this. It's such a cash grab. If you're a student living in student apartments, don't fall for signing early. Don't fall for signing early. Just only re-sign when you know for certain what you're doing and you have like a somewhat feasible grasp on what your future is. Because if you sign too early and then you're like, oh wait, I need to move, or I need to like go live somewhere else, or like whatever, and you're already locked in because they manipulated people way back when, because they know it's just a bunch of 18, 19, 20-year-olds who have little to no life experience, and they just manipulate the hell out of them into locking into these contracts. It's disgusting. And that's about it. I mean, like I said, tell me if this is normal for complexes to do, to make you sign that far in advance for that long? Like, is that normal? There's no way that's normal, but if it is, that won't make it any less disgusting to me.